Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's pretty much what happens in this case, which is good.
Yeah. So it's around the energy density of the material that's going in.
How should we think about some of the other? Is there any advantages to vertical integration? Like, does it make sense for Shanks to own their own AD plants?
So most of Shanks' contracts are based around or Shanks' income is based around an integrated municipal contract. So they will have a contract with the local authority to deal with all of their waste. And most of those contracts will have been won on a PFI basis where they're providing a service for 25 years
I got it.
at an aggregated gate fee per tonne of waste. And they will have said exactly what they're going to do with it, and they would have set some performance criteria in terms of recycling that they're measured against over those 25 years. So from Shanks' perspective, they sit outside of the commercial environment as such because they're tied up for such a long time to deliver a service rather than just operate a facility.
Yeah, of course,
If you're moving, you can move to the other end altogether. Somebody like British Sugar produce quite a lot of waste material from their sugar beet crop, which has still got a lot of energy value in it. Now, there's a lot of benefit to them to building an AD plant to process their sugar beet waste to produce electricity or biomethane.
Yeah. It's really interesting. Okay, interesting. This is super helpful. Great. As we think about the operations of the AD plant, what should we be, I'm just conscious of time, what should we be considering as important as we think about diligence, as we're going, we're obviously going to go meet management teams and to try and understand what's going on with the plant. What should we be focused on as the key questions?
Until something wears out or it reaches the end of it, the tanks reach the end of their life. And there's some,
well, when you say tanks, what do you mean? Oh, you mean the installed equipment?
Yeah, the installed equipment. And there's a whole different gambit here in terms of actually how the type of feedstock that goes in, how well the plant is maintained, and how well the plant has been designed. So if you take Shanks' input at Wakefield, they're taking a pretty raw material that's got all sorts of contaminants in it, and particularly glass and grit, which will wear out pumps and filters very quickly. So they'll have a high maintenance cost in operating that plant. If you take someone like, say, British Sugar, they're going to get some stones in their waste material, but very little other contaminant.
Yeah.
And if they can clean those stones out and carry out their production in such a way that they limit the amount of dirt and stone that goes into the feedstock, then actually the wear and tear will be quite low on their plant.
Got it. Understood. So the important thing is we're not thinking about holding this plant forever. The way we should think about it is there's actually quite a high probability that this might get taken over by a big food producer with something nearby, a sort of facility nearby, as a way of sort of making profit from organic waste. Interesting.
Yeah,
that's helpful.
Okay, so there are other issues in terms of food production and using waste food in respect of things like depackaging. So the front end technologies are quite important, and dropping out heavies and glass is quite an important thing for some plants, depending on what the feedstock is.